Okay, pre-flight checklist, engine master switches off and off, engine mode selector normal, weather radar off, predictive wind shear off, GCS auto set, landing gear lever down, wipers off and off, battery 1 and 2 above 25.5 volts, battery 1 on, battery 2 on, external power on. Good morning, Lisa. Is the cabin ready for boarding?
Good morning, Captain Stelios. Yes, the cabin is ready for boarding. We'll start welcoming the passengers on board now.
Okay, Lisa, we will start boarding in 5 minutes.
Understood, Captain Stelios. We'll be ready to start boarding in 5 minutes.
Okay, Brian, good morning. Our bird is ready, so let's prepare our flight.
Good morning, Stelios. Let's get started. We're departing from Dublin Airport and heading to Cork Airport. I'll handle the comms once you hand them over.
All right. Lisa, we can start boarding now.
Thank you, Captain Stelios. We'll begin boarding now.
Okay, cockpit lights as required, APU fire test. Checked. ECAM recall, normal. ECAM crew oxygen in green, checked. ECAM hydraulics in green, checked. ECAM engine oil quantity checked. Pre-flight checklist continue. Spoilers disarmed and retracted, flaps lever retracted, parking brake on, accumulator and brakes pressure checked. Cockpit preparation checklist, crew supply on, ground control on, CVR test checked, evacuation captain's spare switch, second captain's, ATC 1 nav, 3 nav, 2 nav, strobe lights, auto, nav and global lights, on, wing lights, on, no smoking signs, set to auto, emergency exit lights, out. Cabin pressure, landing elevation, auto. Front window heat, auto. Air conditioning as required. ECAM electrics battery test. Checked. Engine 1 fire test. Checked. Engine 2 fire test. Checked. ISIS panels set QNH set. Anti-skid on. Okay, let's prepare our flight plan. Active navigation database valid. Tune to the 80s frequency. It's 124.53.
VE 2.3 QNH1027 density altitude -1300 feet, transition level 55. Arriving and departing runways 28 right, 28 left, 34 advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information mic. Dublin Airport, information mic. 0830 Zulu. Wind 340 at 6. Visibility 6. Sky conditions, view at 1800 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point 3. QNH1027. Density altitude -1300 feet. Transition level 55. Arriving and departing runways 28 right, 28 left, 34 advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information mic. Dublin Airport, information mic. 0830 Zulu. Wind.
Okay, let's check with the flight information service, which is available here. Good morning, this is Aegean 680. We want to ask if there is any special restriction or requirement for today's flights from Dublin Airport. Thank you.
Aegean Airlines 680 Dublin Info, good morning. No special restrictions or requirements for flights from Dublin Airport today. Ensure you have the latest ADIS information mic for weather and runway details. Safe flights.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Let's grab our clearance. Dublin clearance delivery, good morning. This is Aegean 680 ready to copy IFR to Cork with information mic.
One second while I grab the paperwork.
Take your time, sir.
Aegean Airline 680, Dublin clearance. Information mic is current. Cleared to Cork via the O Long Joe 6 Golf departure, then as filed. Departure runway 34. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 119.555 squawk 4572.
Clear via the Long 6 Golf departure, departing runway 34, initial climb to 4,000 feet, departing frequency 119.555, squawk 4572, Aegean 680.
Aegean 680, read back correct. Contact ground on 130.79er.
Ground on 130.79, Aegean 680. Thank you, good day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Aegean's Airlines and your cabin crew today, I'd like to welcome you aboard Aegean's Flight 680, heading to the lovely city of Cork. My name is Lisa, and assisting me today are my wonderful colleagues, Mike, Sarah, and John. Please make your way to your seats as per your boarding passes, and ensure that your hand luggage is securely stowed in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to ask one of us. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
Okay, our flight plan is ready, Brian. As I'm taking our departure charts, Brian, we have altitude constraints on departure. We should keep a steep climb to keep clear. Okay. Secondary flight plan.
Understood, Stelios. Let's maintain a steep climb, meet those altitude constraints.
Okay, I will calculate our takeoff performance. I'm not fond of flaps 2 configurations. Flaps 1 or 8. Keep this.
Dublin clearance, good afternoon. Shamrock 206, requesting IFR clearance to Manchester with information Lima.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Okay, we will perform.
Clear to Manchester via the Bofu 1A departure, then as filed, departure runway 28 left.
And
Initial climb to
ILS
4,000 and departure on
approach.
119.555.
Cork.
Shamrock 206.
Clearance, good morning. This is Lufthansa 6 Romeo Juliet on stand 314 information Juliet. Request IFR clearance to Munich.
Okay, decision altitude is 661 feet. Okay, our flight plan is ready, Brian. Cockpit preparation continue. Fuel pumps on. Seatbelt signs on. Radio control panel. I will tune to ground frequency. It's 130. Niner, and I will tune to the RAM frequency. Okay, we're ready. Radio control panel as required. Annunciator lights test. Checked. Doors checked. Cockpit door locked. Income pressurization checked. NFS panel and MCP. Set up initial climb altitude.
DZ24 Bravo Mike, confirm you are requesting to change your departure procedure.
Oxygen mask test.
Yeah.
DZ24 Bravo Mike, confirm your requested departure procedure. State your requested change.
On. And start. Fuel plates checked. APU starting. Okay, APU available before start checklist. external power off. APU bleed on. Beacon lights on. Okay, Brian, we're ready to go. Lisa, we are ready for pushback. Transponder code.
Thank you, Captain Stelios. Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check.
4, 5, 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Aegean's Flight 680,
set.
departing from Dublin and heading to Cork.
Parking
I'm
brake
Lisa, your lead flight
set.
attendant today, and I'm delighted to have you with us. Our captain for this
We're
flight
ready for
is
pushback.
Stelios, and assisting him is First Officer Brian. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Mike, Sarah, and John. Our estimated flight time today is approximately 31.
Dublin ground, Aegean 680, ready for push and start.
Before we take off, I'd like to take you through our safety procedures. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it fits.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin ground, push and start approved, face south.
In the event of
Push and start approved, facing south, Aegean 680.
will automatically drop from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life vest.
Good morning, ground crew. This is Aegean 680 at gate 313 right, ready for pushback, facing south. Thank you.
Hold tight. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the tubes. This Airbus A320 is equipped with 8 emergency exits, 2 at the front, 4 over the wings, and 2
Ground to flight deck, good morning, tug is on the way. Let me know when you're ready to start pushback facing south.
behind you. Thank you for your attention. We wish you a pleasant.
Ready for pushback, Aegean 680.
Ground to flight deck. Alright, release the parking brake now. We're going to start pushback facing south.
Parking brake released.
Ground to flight deck. Bypass pin inserted. Let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
You can start pushback.
Ground to flight deck. Alright, release the parking brake now. We're going to start pushback facing south. Ground to flight deck. Pushback is already underway. If you need to abort, please let us know.
Ground crew, are we cleared to start the engines? Ground crew, we need permission for engine start, please.
Ground to flight deck, you are cleared for engine start. Let us know if you need anything else.
Roger, starting engine number 2. Engine mode selector, ignition, starting number 2.
flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Parking brake set.
Roger, parking brake set. Disconnecting the tug now. Stand by for confirmation.
Engine 2 available, starting engine 1. Starting engine 1.
I don't understand. Please clarify your request.
I'm notifying you that I start engine 1 now.
Ground to flight deck, roger that. Let us know when you're ready for pushback.
Both engines available after start checklist. Engine mode selector, normal, APU bleed, off, APU master switch, off, anti-ice as required, spoilers armed, flaps 1 set to takeoff, rudder trim, reset, pitch trim, set to take off after start checklist completed. Ground crew, both engines are available, we are good to go. Please disconnect the tug. Thanks for your services, good day.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
Brian, can you brief me for departure, please?
Sure, Stelios. We'll be departing from runway 34, flying the Olan 6 Golf departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet.
Thanks, guys. Good day.
Profile, climb altituding to FL240. Weather at departure shows no significant issues. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4572, and departure frequency will be 119.555. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Let's have a smooth flight, Brian. Let's go. Dublin ground, this is GR680, ready to taxi IFR to runway 34 with information mic.
A smooth one, Stelios.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin ground. Taxi to runway 34 via link 3, apron 4, link 2, Foxtrot 1, link 1, Echo 1. Contact tower when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 34 via link 3, apron 1, link 2, Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, Aegean 680. Okay, taxi checklist. Nose lights, set to taxi, and return off lights on, wing lights on, chrono set, parking brake, alright. Parking brake released. Lisa, we're ready for taxi.
Thank you, Captain Stelios. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Dublin ground, Aegean Airlines 680. We have Mike, and we're ready to taxi.
Brian, I have already got the taxi clearance and I have the comms. Thank you.
Understood, Stelios. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Contact tower on 128.8.
Tower on 128.8, Aegean 680. Okay, parking brake set. Tower on 128.8. Now. Okay, before takeoff checklist. Cabin crew advised, checked, flight controls. Checked, predictive windshield, on, auto brake, set to max, takeoff configuration, all green, normal, turn on ND, on, weather radar, on, transponder, on, TCAS, TV array, packs as required, strobe lights, on, landing lights on, nose lights set to takeoff. Before takeoff checklist completed. Dublin Tower, Aegean 680, holding short of runway 34, ready for departure.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin Tower, runway 34, wind 010 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34, Aegean 680. Okay, we're ready to go, Brian. Take over communications, please. Parking brake released.
I'll handle the communications from here, Stelios.
Right, take off. Engines stabilized, thrust levers flex, man flex 69 SRS, runway auto thrust blue. Thrust set, check. Other knots. B1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Pilot 1, engage. Ground spoilers disarm.
Aegean 680, contact departure on 119.555. Switching to departure on 119.555. Aegean Airlines 680.
Thrust levers climb. After takeoff checklist, landing gear lever. Up. Autopilot 1 engage. Thrust levers climb. Packs
Dublin departure, Aegean
on.
Airlines 680. Good morning, we're climbing past 1500.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin departure, identified, cleared direct, DW026, climb, flight level 200.
Cleared direct DW026, climb flight level 200. Aegean Airlines 680.
Direct to DW26 and flight level 220. Set. Flaps retracted. Climb checklist. UNH and starboard. Climb checklist. Flaps above S retracted. Spoilers disarm. And return off lights. condition altitude QNH, set travel.
Minding flight level 240, Aegean Airlines 680.
Flight level 240 set. Feet checklist. Landing lights off, wind lights as required, seatbelt signs off.
Shamrock 572, Dublin departure identified. Climb flight level 200.
Become status.
Dear guests, we have now climbed above the safe altitude and you may use your electronic devices.
Normal,
We are on
check.
Aegean's flight 680,
Secondary flight
flying
plan
from
cockpit.
Dublin to Cork on this A320.
Thousand feet checklist
Our
complete.
estimated time to
Complete.
is 31 minutes, and we'll be cruising at 24,000 feet. The weather in Cork is quite cool at 5 degrees Celsius with some clouds. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Our onboard Wi-Fi service is now available for your convenience. Thank you for flying with us today.
Shamrock 572, climb flight level 250. contact Dublin on 132.58.
Switching to Dublin on 132.58, Aegean Airlines 680. Aegean Airlines 680, warning, climbing through flight level 200 for flight level 240.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin, identified. Good morning.
Checklist. Tickets set below. Income, all pages.
Aegean Airlines 680, Dublin. Expect the Tism 1 Golf arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 5 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start.
Expect the Tism 1 Golf arrival.
Check.
We'll prepare to descend in about 5 minutes. Aegean Airlines 680.
Authorization check.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our
Check.
cruising altitude on Aegean's flight
Hydraulics
680
check.
Dublin to Cork. We'll be
Check.
starting our snack and drink service shortly. Today, we're delighted to offer a delicious chicken wrap
Check.
and vegetarian
Doors check.
pasta, both highly recommended by
Check.
our crew. After the service, we'll come around with a selection of items from the Aegean
All
shop.
pages
We
check.
hope you enjoy your flight with us today.
Descent preparation checklist. Weather. Let's have a weather report from Cork. Okay, some clouds, nothing significant for Cork. Descent preparation checklist, continue, become status normal, check, flight plan, approach star, confirmed, approach performance, let's calculate it. Okay, so we should use medium brakes. Maxi press. Okay. Approach performance calculated. Prediction checked, secondary flight plan as required, auto brake, medium. Descent preparation checklist completed. Brian, I will...
680, contact Shannon on 124.7.
Alright, Stelios.
I will handle communications from now on, Brian, thank you. Shannon on 124.7, ATC 680.
Alright, Stelios, you're in charge of the comms now.
75 is climbing for flight level 330.
Shannon radar, ATC 680 at flight level 240 with you.
Airline 680, Shannon, identified, maiden mate.
Shannon radar, ATC 680 would like to stand out descent now.
GN 680, cleared, Tism 1 Golf, arrival into Cork.
Clear for Tism 1 Golf arrival to Cork. We would like to start our descent now, sir. GN 680.
GN 680, descend altitude 10630, cleared for the Tism 1 Golf arrival into Cork.
Cleared for... Could you repeat please the descent clearance?
The GN 680, descend altitude 10630, cleared for the Tism 1 Golf arrival into Cork.
Enable for 10630. Agent 680 requesting flight level 120.
GN 680, descend flight level 120.
Descending to flight level 120, Agent 680. Lisa, we start our descent now.
Thank you, Captain Stelios. I'll prepare the cabin for descent. Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into Cork. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of the lavatories is now prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, Brian, can you brief me for arrival, please?
GN 680, descend, flight level 060.
We'll be arriving in Cork on runway...
Descend flight level 060, Gen 680.
Off arrival, transition level is 55 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 34. Weather at arrival shows winds 1,000 at 6 knots, broken clouds at 4400 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 4572 and approach frequency will be 119.9er. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Let's have a smooth landing, pal.
Absolutely, Stelios. Let's make it a smooth one.
GN680, contact Cork, approach on 119.9er.
Cork approach on 119.9er, GN680. Cork approach at GN680, passing flight level 140, descending to flight level 060, with you.
Indian Airlines 680 Cork approach identified. Dear David, expect the ILS runway 34 approach into Cork. Shamrock 715, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Expecting the ILS runway 34 approach into Cork, again 680.
Turn right heading 305, descend and maintain altitude 3000 sub established. Cleared for the ILS runway 26, Ryanair 77 Whiskey Golf.
Shamrock 715, scanner identified. Good afternoon.
Feet checklist, and lights on, signal signs on, control panel, LS on, terrain on empty, on, progress GPS accuracy, high, check. Transition level QNH. Set to standard. Brian, we should cross the Atlam at 3,000 feet to capture the glide slope, as I can see in my charts.
RNU, maintain 4,000 till established, cleared, ILS 16 approach, Ryanair 2 Foxtrot Victor.
Ryanair 2 Foxtrot Victor, contact Cork Tower on 121.7.
121.7, Ryanair 2 Foxtrot Victor. Departure Ryanair 8 Kilo Hotel 7, flight level, closing flight level 220.
Aegean 680, descend altitude 4000, maintain current heading 190 vectors for the ILS, runway 34, approach.
Descending to 4,000 feet, maintaining one current heading for vectors for ILS and runway 34 approach.
Aegean 680, 6 miles from Atlan. Turn right heading 260, descend altitude 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 34 approach.
Grenades set. Turning right to 260 degrees, descending to 3,000 feet until established on the localizer, clear for the ILS runway 34 approach to Port Aegean 680. Flaps 1. Approach activated. Localizer in green.
Aegean 680, contact Cork Tower on 119.3.
Cork Tower on 119.3, Aegean 680. Cork Tower, Aegean 680, with you inbound for ILS runway 34 approach. Flaps 2.
Aegean Airlines 680, Cork Tower, winds 360 at 6, runway 34, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 34, Aegean 680. Approach armed. Autopilot 2 engaged. Glide slow. Blue. Localizer established. Glide slope green. Landing gear lever down. Spoilers up. Flap straight.
IFR to Blackpool Airport and miles with information November.
Runway turn off lights.
Cessna
On.
1 Charlie Papa.
Off lights, set to takeoff.
Cessna 4 Charlie Papa, give me 1 second for that clearance. Cessna 4 Charlie Papa, you'll stay with me for departure.
Staying with you for departure, 1 Charlie Papa.
Flaps full. Landing configuration normal. Try and take over communications, please.
Alright, Stelios, I'll handle the communications from here.
Cabin crew is for landing.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
above. 500. Minimum.
Continue. Autopilot disengaged.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Idle.
Shamrock 715, contact departure on 119 at decimal 9er.
Diesel.
Shamrock 715, say again, please.
70 knots, reverse idle.
Aegean 680, welcome to Cork. Contact ground on 121.85.
Switching to ground on 121.85. Aegean Airlines 680. Cork ground. Aegean Airlines 680, cleared of runway 34, ready to taxi to the gate. Good morning.
Brake set.
Aegean Airlines 680, Cork ground, taxi to Park 26 via Bravo, Charlie Alpha. Good morning.
Captain Stelios and First Officer Brian.
Taxi to Park 26 via Bravo, Charlie Alpha, Aegean Airlines 680.
6 degrees Celsius with broken clouds, so you might want to keep those jackets handy.
Okay, after landing
Cork is known
checklist.
for its vibrant cultural scene and is home to the famous Blarney Stone.
Spoilers disarmed
Make
and
sure to check it
retracted.
out if you have the chance. Please remain seated
Landing
with your
lights
seatbelts fastened
off.
until we reach our final
Strobe
parking
lights
position and the seatbelt sign is turned off. On behalf of
off.
Captain Stelios,
Nose
First Officer
lights.
Brian, and your
Set
cabin
to
crew,
taxi.
Mike, Sarah, and John,
Weather radar.
we thank you for flying with Aegeans. We hope you have a wonderful stay
Off.
here in Cork, or
Windshield.
wherever your travels may take you next. Thank you and
Off.
goodbye.
Flaps retracted. TICAS. Nav. Standby. Apps control panel. Apps off. The master switch on. And start. Turn on empty. Off. The landing checklist completed.
All aircraft be advised, information Juliet is now current. QNH 1027.
Cork ground, good afternoon, Shamrock 715 with you, type A320 Airbus at stand 10, with information Bravo requesting our IFR clearance to Dublin. Bravo, information is current, clear to Dublin, after departure fly radar vectors to Tifno, and then as file departure runway is 16, initial climb altitude is 4,000 feet, departure moment 8 deflator or squawking 4165 Shamrock 715.
Feedback correct.
Cork ground, Shamrock 715 ready for push and start now this time.
Cork ground, Aegean 680 at taxiway Bravo. There is a bus in front of us, please. It should be moved.
Aegean 680, hold position. We'll have the bus moved shortly.
Okay, the bus moved, so we continue taxi, Aegean 680. Brake set. Parking checklist. Parking brake set. Chrono. Stop. Incoming wheel temperature. Checked. Brake fan.
Skyway 703, contact tower on 121.7.
Runway turn off lights. Off.
Contact tower 121.7, Skyways
Off.
703.
EBU bleed. On.
Tower 121.7, Shamrock 715, good morning.
Engine 2.
Information Victor Cars, clear to Stansted after departure flight radar vectors to VTOL, Dennis style. Departure runway 16 and initial climb 4,000 feet. Departure 118 escalating squawking 6453 Shamrock 715.
Beacon lights. Off. Seatbelt signs. Off. Fuel pumps. Off. Transponder.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cork. We've just landed smoothly, thanks to Captain Stelios and First Officer Brian. The local time is 10:08 in the morning, and the weather is a cool 6 degrees Celsius with broken clouds. On behalf of Aegean's Airlines and your entire crew, we thank you for flying with us today on Aegean's Flight 680. We hope you have a wonderful stay here in Cork or a safe journey to your next destination. Goodbye and take care.
Lisa, we can start deboarding now.
Okay, Captain Stelios, all doors in park. Dear passengers, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Stelios and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Cork or a safe ongoing travel.
Ground Shamrock 715, but you know, stand 8 requesting I4 clearance to Malaga.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Lisa, check the cabin please and secure.
Clearance on request, stand
Let's
by.
go. Let's secure the aircraft. Crew supply off. Adios.
Sure thing, Captain Stelios. I'll check the cabin and ensure everything is secure for deboarding.
3 off. Nav and local lights off. Wing lights off. No smoking signs off. Emergency exit lights off. Battery 1. External power off. Battery 1 and 2 off. Alright guys, thanks for flying with me. Let's go.